Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a tan review. Now this tan's not recently just came out, but I've only just heard about it, so I thought I haven't done a tan review in quite a long time and you all seem to like my tan reviews, so I thought I'd do it. Now I thought of doing a kind of two-in-one video of my updated tan routine and obviously the review of the product. Now the tan is this TROPEZ Self Tan Watermelon Infusion Mousse. I only kind of like mousses, to be honest. I don't really like oils or gradual tanners, but I wanted to try this because I wanted to see if the watermelon was true, I suppose. And I'm always looking for a tan that I love, so I thought I would buy this and review it. I am going to be doing an actual demonstration of how I do my tan routine and what products I use to try and keep my tan as healthy and as long as possible. So if you would like to see what I thought of this and how I put my tan on, then please keep watching. So I've just got out of the shower. I have got a little top on here and I exfoliated, I shaved my arms, everywhere, and then I also did all my skincare routine as well for my face. I do have quite sensitive skin on my face, which means a lot of tans I can't actually use on my face, but I have got a product, since this is like my whole tanning routine, I have got a product that I will show you at the end, and that is worked amazing for me. So what I've used on my face today is this Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser, and it's just that, and it comes with one of these cleansers that are kind of like an exfoliating muslin cloth, and they're really good for making your skin just feel so clean. So I tend to do that morning and night anyway, but especially before I tan, because then everything just kind of sits nice on a smooth skin. And then what I will do is I will start off with my Nivea Soft. It's just kind of a full body cream, but I use this for my face. And I don't put much on, just enough to kind of feel not dry, because you don't want the tan to stick to your dry patches. So I just put enough on because I'm going to be doing tanning my body first before my face, so it gives it enough time to soak in. And then I just go in with a little balm as well, which is this one by Malibu, and it is the Lip Care Watermelon flavour. And then again I just put another little bit on. I also then go in again with my Nivea. You can use any moisturising cream, and I tend to just put that on my wrists and my elbows, places where you feel your tan is going to stick. I have like kind of a little bit of like eczema on my arm, I don't know if you can see, so tan can sometimes stick there, so I do make sure that I exfoliate a lot on my arms. This time round, which I don't usually do all the time, I have actually shaved my arms. Now I know this is going to probably be a bit of a strange comment to make, but basically I don't shave my arms all the time. Sometimes it just makes my tan just glide on so easier, but I have really fair hair on my arms, so it doesn't grow back monstrous. It just kind of grows back normal, and I just sometimes feel that my tan does glide on easier, but it doesn't really make a difference, but that's just personal preference for me. So next I'm going to be using this tan. It basically says that it has a fresh watermelon scent, iconic, natural, healthy looking classic tan, infused with vitamin E and moisturising watermelon extract. It's streak free, easy to apply with even fade, and it lasts up to 10 days. So that's quite a big statement to make, that it lasts up to 10 days. And then it also says that it takes 4 to 8 hours before it's fully developed. Now I'm used to using the TROPEZ, I think it's a 1 to 3 hour tan, and obviously after 3 hours it's just fully developed and it's just incredible and it's my favourite tan ever. But so I'm used to just waiting 3 hours, so for this to be like up to 8 hours, which I will leave it 8 hours, I suppose you can just go to bed with it on, but I'm kind of past those days lying in bed feeling a bit sticky of fake tan. but obviously I am going to be doing it tonight. And yeah, so we'll start by popping this on. I am going to be using my St. Moritz mitt. Now you can just get any mitt that you want. I like this one because it is the velvet mitt. This works a lot better for me. I have used the sponge ones and stuff and they're just as good, but I found that they were going green and mouldy, and this one I've actually washed it as well, so velvet ones are better in my opinion. Now that my moisturiser feels like it's nice and soaked in, I'm going to give the tan a shake. I put towels all the way around me because, as you can tell, I'm on my bed. I usually don't film in my bedroom, but I have baby chicks in my filming room and they're quite loud, so I can't obviously film in there. Never mind. So obviously this has got a guide colour, which is really helpful because you can see where you've obviously put it, and I tend to just put a couple to start off with, and I won't go on my hands just yet, so I'm just going to start here and I just basically do that. Oh my god, it has the best smell ever. So obviously my lighting is going to make me look a lot paler than what I am. A little bit on. Now what I do is I go right up to the ear, the back of the ear, with this tan, because my skin on my neck is fine. It's not sensitive at all. And obviously I'm not going to be doing this area on the camera, but I find that I have to go over my like boobs and stuff like twice because tan just doesn't stick to there very well. Now what I'm finding so far is that it's going on really nice. It's just like a typical Saint-Tropez tan. It doesn't really shout out that it's anything different apart from the smell. The smell is really nice. It is fruity, it is watermelon, but it's actually, it just makes, I think, putting it on just a lot nicer rather than the fake tan biscuit smell. But it is really, really nice. I feel like after a couple of hours it probably will turn into that smell. Now once I've done that, I then go back in with some moisturiser because my hands always get really quite tanned and it just makes it so obvious that you're wearing fake tan. And I just cover both my hands with moisturiser. You can use a hand cream if you want, but I just use, once again, my Nivea one. And I just make sure they are nice and moisturised. And then I'll go back in with the tan and I will literally just put this, oh, my hand's slippy. I literally just put the most tiniest amount and I'll dot it over first and then I'll just wipe it along, going in between my fingers. And the same with my feet as well. So when I do my legs, I just do my legs like I would with my arms, and then with my feet I moisturise them and then put them all over my feet too. So for my face, there is one product that I have been using for, I'd say, about 2 years. And it's by Garnier and it is the No Streaks Bronzer Self Tanning Dry Body Mist. Now it's not for the face apparently, but you can get a face version, but I've used this, as I said, for 2 years and it's absolutely fine. So what I do is I get my big headband because it does kind of colour your hair if you have blonde hair. Now obviously my roots are nice because we're in lockdown, so I haven't had my roots done, but if I was to have my roots done, they would be obviously a lot closer and all my hair, and I have just sprayed sometimes and my hair's gone a little bit funny coloured here. So I'm just going to pop this on. So I try to just put under as much hair as possible. It's okay if you've just got a little bit showing, especially mine, like with dark there, it won't really show. It's just more to hide those for who've got blonde hair. And I give it a good shake, and it says it gives your skin a natural looking golden tan, which is completely true, within a few hours. And it also tells you to spray 40 centimeters away. I don't really do that, I just spray. Anyway, so I literally just go over a couple of times. And that is it. That is it. Now you end up soaking everywhere, but it kind of tends to just all turn out the same colour. But like I said, my here and here tends to need like 2 coats of tan. I don't know why, it just doesn't tan very well, but the rest of my body you need like one layer. So here just tends to look a little bit more of the same colour as my arms will, so it works out quite well. So yeah, as you can tell, my face is like really wet, but it'll only be for a couple of minutes. And with the face tan, it's another one of them where you can't get them wet for a good couple of hours, otherwise it'll just go quite streaky. So I tend to do this before bed, and then you'll wake up, you wash it all off, the exact same as a normal tan, and then you'll have a gorgeous like bronze colour underneath. So I just want to show you the 2 main moisturisers that I've been using at the moment, which help keep my tan looking as healthy for as long as possible. Now I won't use these right now because obviously I've only just tanned, so there's no point. But tomorrow after my shower, I do tend to moisturise morning and night. So the first one is just by Dove, and it is just a purely pampering lotion, and it's just really thick, and it is just a simple body lotion. The next one is by Rituals. Rituals, just one of my favourite brands ever. Especially their hand creams are so lovely, and it is called the Cream On, and it is just a really, oh my god, the smell is unreal. It is a Ritual of the Holly, I don't know, but yeah, it is just that, and it is honestly so nice. The smell is unbelievable, and it stays on all day. And yeah, so I've been absolutely loving this. This is the one that I have been putting on morning and night because it just makes you smell really nice. And yeah, so these 2 are, but you can literally use any moisturiser as long as it's quite, I'd say quite rich, because you want obviously your tan and your skin to be as hydrated as possible. I find that fake tan does dry my skin out so much. So it is really important for me to like, especially like moisturise here, all over really. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave this on overnight, and then I will be back tomorrow to show you the results. Now this is just a little preview. I've had to turn my lighting right down so you can actually see what the tan looks like this morning. Now there are a little few patchy bits, but that is normal because obviously it is just the kind of colour that you wash off in the shower. As you can tell, my face isn't extremely dark, but it is still like a really nice colour. I don't know how well it is showing up because I am in front of quite a large window, but the face tan, I usually do it over 2 nights anyway to get my desired colour. But even though I put makeup on over this, it would match my neck anyway. So yeah, the colour's really nice. Like I said, there are a few bits that will wipe off when I shower. Hands are really nice. These will just evenly fade out when I wash. But yeah, in general, I really like it. The smell has gone a little bit, but I will be getting ready now, and then I will be back to tell you my pros and cons of this tan. But I just kind of wanted you to see what it was like before I shower, and yeah. So it has been quite a couple of days since I have filmed, purely because it makes quite a bold statement that it was meant to last 10 days. Now it hasn't been 10 days, but I will write down below after 10 days what it was like and whether it did actually last. But it has been only a couple of days. Now once again, I'm sat in front of my window, so I don't think you can actually see the colour, but honestly, I am really, really impressed. I did have quite high hopes anyway because it is Saint-Tropez, it is quite expensive, and it is a well-loved brand, but the colour is absolutely gorgeous. I must admit. I don't know as to whether you can see, but it's still all absolutely fine. It's really healthy looking. It genuinely looks like I have been on holiday. Like, it doesn't look like fake tan at all. My hands are absolutely fine. So yeah, I have written down on my phone a couple of pros and cons about this tan that I thought I would share. Okay, so the pros I would say obviously is the colour, how natural it looks. It's natural, but it's like, I can't really explain. It's a natural tan because it's not too orange. It is just a lovely bronze colour. It's definitely not for those who just want a little glow. It is a dark tan, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's very easy to apply and it applies evenly. I had quite a couple of marks on my back when I woke up the next day, and I thought, oh god, I'm gonna have like strikes and whatever, and they just washed off in the shower absolutely fine. So obviously the third pro is the smell. It smells so nice. Now I think the downside a little bit is that obviously it is a fake tan. It's going to end up smelling like a fake tan. So I think after a couple of hours it did smell like a normal fake tan smell. It was quite strong. But then I went to bed, so I didn't really notice it. And then when I woke up, got in the shower, the smell was near enough gone. And then obviously it's been a couple of days now and there's no smell at all. So that's not really a con for me. It's just kind of what, like, it's fake tan, like what you expect. Oh, another pro is that it never went on my bed sheets. Now, I sleep with quite baggy clothes on when I have my tan on, but some still end up going on my sheets. Now my bedding, as you can see, is white and grey, and there was nothing there the next morning. So whether that was just because I was quite covered up, but even on my arms it normally goes on my sheets and it never, so that was a good thing. So the cons I would say is the price. Now obviously with Saint Tropez, it is an expensive brand. I think it was around £25 online and £30 in the shops, which, you know, it is expensive, but then I suppose it is quite a large bottle, so if you're tanning every week you're going to go through any bottle quite quick anyway. But I only tan every couple of weeks, so I think this is going to last me quite a while. I got mine off eBay for £15, so that's another option. So I think £15 for this is an absolute fair price. I would say a con for me, now this is personally for me, because I'm used to using the Saint Tropez 3-hour tan. That is like my holy grail, as I've mentioned, and that is, I would say, one of my favourites because it is so quick. After 3 hours you are tanned and you can wash it off and get on with your day. With this being a developing tan, so you have to wait 4 to 8 hours, sorry, that is a bit of a downside for me because I actually hate sleeping in tans. I just feel quite dirty and just sticky. I just don't like that. So that is quite a big con for me. But considering we've been in lockdown, it's been perfect. It's been fine. However, I'm definitely going to use it again. Like, I'm 100% going to use this tan again. So it's not like a massive put off, but I do still love my other tan. Do I think it's going to last 10 days? Up to now, like I said, it's been a couple of days. I heavily moisturise morning and night. So my tans do usually last up to 5 to 7 days, I would say. And that is with, as I said, a lot of maintenance and looking after it. I don't know whether it'll last 10 days. Like I said, I will let you know down below when it's been 10 days. I feel like my around here tends to come off first, starts to break and patch here first, but like I said, there's absolutely nothing there yet, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I will let you know about that. And also it's not a con or a pro really, when I woke up the next morning, as you'll see on the video before, it was quite heavy on my hands. Now, because I do the moisturise first, that never ever happened. So when I woke up I was a little bit like, okay, I'm just hoping this washes off, and it did absolutely fine. So that was going to be a con of mine because I was like hoping, oh my god, like it's stuck to dry patches and knuckles, but as you can see, it's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with my hands at all. I think overall I would actually give this tan a 9 out of 10, which I think is quite fair. The only downside for me, like I said, is probably the developing hours. That is like, yeah, that's the only thing that's really marking it down. The price of it, like I said, you can always find it cheaper. And yeah, so I have really enjoyed using this tan. I will be using it again, and I hope you have found this useful. If there are any other products or tanning products that you want me to review, then please just comment down below and I will get them and try them out for you. But yeah, if you have liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to see you very soon.